Hi, I'm Father Patrick Sheridan, a monk of St. Andrew's Abbey. A couple of points I want to go over here. I was asked what year did I enter the monastic community. I came here as an observer in 2003, and I wound up a year later, I became a novice. And a year after that, I took my simple vow. So I actually came here in 2003, but I wasn't technically a part of the community until 2004. Before I entered the monastery, I did a number of things. For most of it, I was a late vocation. I came in later in life in my early 50s. So for most of the time, I'd been a restaurant manager. But just before I came into the Abbey, I was a school bus driver for a while, which I happened to enjoy. It was a part-time job. And I knew I was coming to the Abbey. But that was an interesting experience and a good experience. What drew me to this monastery, I was recommended by my parish priest in Palmdale, who I didn't know at the time had been a monk at St. Andrew's Abbey and had left to become a diocesan priest. So he had suggested that I might be interested in coming here, at least coming here to pray and to visit, which I did. And the first time I came here, when I attended the Liturgy of the Hours, especially in Mass, and I saw the monks coming together to praise the community, I was very moved and very impressed. Now, I can't say honestly that I knew from the first time I came here I was going to be a monk, because that's not true. But I knew I would be coming here a lot, and that this would be a big part of my life. And the more I came, the more I realized that I would like to be a part of this. And I slowly came to the realization that there's really nothing stopping me from doing it. So it was the prayer life, the community life, the monks coming together for prayer 5 times a day, which really interested me. Maybe unlike some other people, I never had any doubts about entering a monastery. Maybe again because I came in later in life and I didn't have to wonder. I wonder what it's like to be out there. What it's like to have a job. I wonder what it's like to date. I had done all that, so I had I don't think I had any illusions about what I may have been missing. And I think that in my case, that was an advantage. The most rewarding thing for me about monastic life here at St. Andrew's Abbey is something I just mentioned. It's being part of a community that comes and prays together, and being part of a community of men whose main purpose is to seek God. That's why you become a monk, to seek God through prayer. And with all the different personalities we have, and sometimes minor conflicts or disagreements, nothing major, but knowing that everyone is here for the same purpose. Everyone is seeking God, and they're helping their fellow monks to seek God also. That's the most rewarding thing for me, of being a monk of St. Andrew's Abbey. And to give some advice to people who are discerning, you discern in whatever you want to do in life. You discern if you want to be a firefighter. You discern if you want to be a lawyer. You discern if you want to enter the religious life. So what I tell people is, don't be discouraged if in whatever walk of life you're discerning, if it doesn't work out. Part of discerning is, I think, finding out what you're not meant to do. And I know some people have been here, they discerned for a while, and they decided they had to leave. And they had an air of failure about them, as if they did something wrong. That's not right. It's successful. If you find out that God does not want you to do this or some particular thing, that's a success. That's part of the discernment process. So you continue discerning until you find out what God wants you to do. So I would just tell people, don't get discouraged. Don't be afraid to try, whether it's a different religious order or a different job or a different career. Don't be afraid to try, and don't get discouraged if it doesn't work out, because in my opinion, that's just God telling you what he wants you not to do and telling you to go find something else that he has in mind for you. So that would be my advice.